as many of you know, I've been going through some issues with my heart. Was gonna have a stent and some blockages cleared out, and then they went in and found out that it was too extreme of a blockage, so they just put me up as a candidate for open heart surgery, which I'm still meeting with an open heart surgeon on the 9th, but I'm about 99.999% sure I am not gonna do that. And really where I'm heading is I'm being super aggressive with my diet and exercise. And part of that is drinking ES Power Drink. And that's what I want to talk about today, because what I've felt and found and experienced by drinking Trinidad scorpion peppers is that it's got tremendous health benefits and beyond things that I even knew, and I think it goes way beyond things we even know. So I've actually been meeting with Johnny Stovall. He does a YouTube channel, Chasing the Heat, where he's just putting down crazy peppers. And he's been recently drinking this drink and talking about it. So I interviewed him, and that interview is going to be out Thursday. But when I interviewed him, this is a few weeks ago, it was before this news went from bad to worse for me. So I'm going to spend a little more time chatting with him. I do want to kind of recommend you check out his site. I'm going to put it below. Just a super fantastic guy. Big fan of God. Big fan of guns. Great guy. But he's been doing this for a long time, and he's really kind of trying to get ripped, really, by putting down peppers. And what my friend Chris has done is, he lost 110 pounds in 7 months eating Trinidad scorpion peppers, which was, uncomfortable for him and difficult. And he did it every Sunday. He just wanted to do it one day a week, so he did it every Sunday. But what that does is it builds up this tolerance, and your body kind of goes into this fight or flight mode when you eat something hot like that. And then what you find out is that it's hot, but it doesn't stay around, like you drink it, and it's really not that bad. The saying is, taste the tingle. You can tell there's peppers in it for sure, but it doesn't bind to your tongue. It doesn't cause that stress on your stomach, that kind of thing. Because Johnny, there was one point where he was eating peppers and YouTube gave him community strike for it. Some of those peppers are pretty darn hot, but Trinidad scorpion peppers, that's hot. So now these drinks, you just drink them every Sunday. That's what the ES stands for. Kind of build up a tolerance for it, ideally to the point where you could eat them. So that's really what those are, man. I'm definitely going to put the link to ES Power Drink below. This is not some sort of big organization that has, partnered with me. This is my friend who has, dedicated himself to preserving his own life through being in better physical condition by eating peppers. And now he's helping his friend do it, only he's expanding his kitchen. Now he's on the University of Kansas, but K-State campus kitchen making this stuff. He's buying his own bottles, making his own labels, all that stuff. So I'm going to put the link below there. All I'm going to say is that as I'm on this journey, this is an important part of it for me. I found out that trying to eat healthy is almost impossible if you're eating in America. If you go out to eat at a restaurant, probably your only options are salmon or a salad, and salmon's just soaked in tons of oil, and the vegetables are soaked in oil, and you know, the tons of just crazy chemicals in our food. You know, when I was in Spain for a month, I felt like I was 30 years old. You know, I'm 53. I felt like I was 30 in just 30 days. And then the day I got back, we landed in New York City and we stayed the night there. And we went and got chicken curry and I immediately got sick. And all that's happened since I've been back is just my numbers are terrible. Every time I get my blood drawn, you eat certain things that make you bloat because of all the toxins in it. It's hard. And this is something that is very basic. I think we just need to get back to the basics, you know, and I think the reason we as humans have not reaped the benefit of some of these peppers is simply because they're just too darn hard to eat. You know, I realistically would not enjoy eating Trinidad scorpion peppers one day a week. But I could put this drink down one day a week easy. I mean, kind of like Johnny Stovall said, he'd drink it all day long if he could. So, it's an important aspect of what I'm going through, and I want to take a moment and talk about it. I brought it up in other videos, but I never really spent time really talking about it. And again, that interview with Johnny Stovall. So he not only has Chase the Heat, but he's also in a Hulu series called Super Hots. So that interview is going to be Thursday. We're going to release that interview this coming up Thursday at 4 o'clock. And it's going to be great. I think this is, it's something that we're just not used to, really. You know, I've never even heard of such a drink as this, where you could do that kind of thing. So, again, I'm going to put the link below to ES Power Drink. I'm going to put the link below to Johnny Stovall's Chase the Heat. You know, if you want to go to Hulu, look up Super Hots. He's in that series. That interview with him and I will be Thursday. And, you know, I'm going to have more conversations with him. I was thinking about actually physically meeting with him just to really talk about different peppers and different things that could be done to really increase your heart health. You know, we touched on it a little bit in the interview, but generally speaking, I definitely want to go beyond this. I'd be curious to try some of the peppers he's got in stock, kind of thing. See what some of this stuff does and how we can handle it. But if you want to see how he puts those peppers down, definitely check out his website. It's really a fascinating channel, which is how I connected with him, and how Chris connected with him, was we just all had this commonality of believing in the healing effects of peppers. Spicier the better. And beyond that, we also have a commonality of a love for God and guns and family values and that kind of thing. So it's definitely check them out. You can't go wrong. And I recommend trying ES Power Drink. I mean, doesn't hurt to try it. That link is below as well. I know because he moved into his new kitchen that he's ready to pump, like he was kind of had a back order. Like, kind of told me to quit talking about it on my channel, which is why I haven't really talked about it much. But now that he's in his new kitchen at the K-State campus, I think he's ready to rock and roll with that stuff. So that link is below. Highly recommend it. It's definitely playing a pivotal role in my heart health, and I'm really gonna go beyond this drink. I'm gonna start to, you know, it's about building up a tolerance, and that's the direction I'm heading. Any thoughts or insight, definitely put that below. I do want to take a moment. Say most people watch this channel, they're not subscribers. Click that subscribe button. It greatly increases the algorithm and our ability to get these messages out. That link is below. But the most important part of this channel, we take prayer requests and never hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, love guns.